Hi friends, Miss Dani from the Pleasant Hills Public Library, and I'm so excited to be here with you today for another Book Party Friday. Today we're going to feature some new and old favorite graphic novels. Now you might be wondering, what is a graphic novel? Well, a graphic novel is any book that uses illustrations in a panel style to tell a story. There's often speech bubbles, thought bubbles, or blocks of text. So, when people hear graphic novels, often they'll think of those comics in the Sunday newspaper, but it's not just those. Graphic novels have expanded to include all kinds of really awesome stories, and we're going to talk about some of those today. You can request any item inside the Pleasant Hills Public Library for curbside pickup, and that of course includes the titles that I'm going to talk about today. If you'd like to start a curbside pickup order, you can give us a call at 412-655-2424 or send us an email to pleasanthills@einetwork.net. You can also leave a comment on this post on Facebook or send us a Facebook message. Remember, we're here to help you. We're going to start today by talking about some of the classic comic characters that you might be familiar with. We, of course, have lots of different graphic novels that feature these characters. Characters such as Garfield, all the superheroes from Marvel and DC, including my favorite, Avengers. And we have some old and new featuring Charlie Brown and Snoopy. This one's an older copy, but we have some new ones too. Speaking of new, you might want to check out this one. This is DC Superhero Girls Weird Science, written by Amanda Dearbert and illustrated by Yancy Labrat, Eric Owen, and more. And it features many of the female superheroes working together to solve mysteries and problems when they're in school. One of my favorite superheroes is Wonder Woman. In this awesome graphic novel, Diana, Princess of the Amazons, written by Shannon Hale and Dean Hale and illustrated by Victoria Yin, follows Diana when she was young, before she was Wonder Woman. This title isn't new, but it's still pretty awesome. This is Dear Justice League, written by Michael Northrup and illustrated by Gustave Durat. In this story, everyday kids ask superheroes some big and small questions, such as, does Superman ever get in trouble with his mom? Does Wonder Woman ever sleep in late? Does Aquaman smell like fish? When the superheroes aren't busy saving the world, they find time to give honest and heartwarming answers that all readers are sure to enjoy. Next, we're going to feature some new and old favorite graphic novel series. For our youngest readers, this new series, Bumble and Bee, written and illustrated by Ross Barak, follows two bees as they get into some silly mischief. This one is called Let's Play Make Believe. This is another new series for beginning readers, Leila and the Bots, written by Vicky Fang and illustrated by Christine Niersom. This is the first in this series, and it's called Happy Paws. In this story, Leila and her robot friends need to save the local amusement park. Can they figure out how to rebuild it in time? This is the newest installment in the Bad Kitty series, written and illustrated by Nick Brule. This one is Bad Kitty Joins the Team, and as you can tell, Bad Kitty's not very good at sports. For all our Star Wars fans out there, there's a new graphic novel series, Star Wars Adventures. This one is The Unexpected Detour, and it follows Luke and Leia on their adventures. This one is written by Landry Q. Walker and illustrated by Eric Jones, but others in the series are written by different artists. Here's another fun Star Wars graphic novel series, The Jedi Academy. This particular one is the newest installment in the series, At Last Jedi, a Christina Starspeeder story, written by Jared J. Karoska and illustrated by Amy Ignato. We featured the newest installment in this series in one of our previous Book Party Fridays. But if you're unfamiliar with the series, I suggest you start at the beginning. This is the first book, Phoebe and Her Unicorn, written and illustrated by Dana Simpson. This amazing graphic novel, New Kid, written and illustrated by Jerry Craft, was the first ever graphic novel to win the prestigious Newbery Award in 2019. A sequel is coming out later in the year. In this story, Jordan starts at a new, prestigious middle school known for its academics, but he soon discovers that he is one of very few people of color at this new school. Jordan has trouble fitting in at school and also fitting in with his old friends back home. Can Jordan figure out how to navigate this new culture at school while staying true to himself? Check this book out to find out. Not all graphic novels relate to comic characters or are part of a series. Some are just awesome standalone books. Like this one, Baloney and Friends, written and illustrated by Greg Pizzoli. Greg Pizzoli is known for his humorous picture books, and he brings that same humor to this, his first graphic novel. This new graphic novel, The Runaway Princess, written and illustrated by Johan Tronsky, follows Princess Robin as she runs away to find grand adventures. If you enjoyed the graphic novel series Big Nate, chances are you'll enjoy that author's standalone as well. This is Max and the Midnights, written and illustrated by Lincoln Pierce. In this story, Max dreams of being a knight, but that's pretty unlikely until the king kidnaps his uncle and Max and his friends have to rescue him. This hilarious graphic novel, Nursery Rhyme Comics, is a collection of famous authors and illustrators offering their adaptation of classic nursery rhymes. There are over 50 different nursery rhymes in this collection, including Hickory Dickory Dock, The Itsy Bitsy Spider, Three Little Kittens, and There Was an Old Lady Who Lived in a Shoe. Have you ever read a book and loved it so much that you wish there was other versions of it available? Well, you're in luck. Many popular titles have been adapted into graphic novel format. A new series that's been adapted is the I Survived series. This one is I Survived the Sinking of the Titanic, written by Lauren Turris and illustrated by Haas Studio. Geronimo Stilton has also recently been adapted into graphic novel format. This one is Geronimo Stilton, the graphic novel, The Sewer Rat Stink, written by Tom Engelberger and Elizabetta Dames and illustrated by Corey Barba. If you enjoyed the Boxcar mystery novels, why don't you try the graphic novel format? This is the first in the series, the Boxcar Children graphic novels, rewritten by Shannon Eric Denton and illustrated by Mike Dubuche. If you're a fan of Percy Jackson, you'll want to check out the graphic novel adaptations as well. Here's the first in the series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, adapted by Robert Vendetti, art by Attila Fatuco, and originally written by Rick Riordan. The Babysitters Club has a new show on Netflix. Maybe you've seen it. The show is based off of the classic novels, and this graphic novel is based off of those classic novels as well. It's a fun new series. This is The Babysitters Club, the first in the series, Christie's great idea based on the novels by Anne M. Martin, but rewritten and illustrated by Raina Telgemeier. Our last graphic novel today is a modern retelling of the classic story of Little Women. This is Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, written by Ray Torisso and illustrated by Bray Indigo. And just like the classic, in this story, the four March sisters are all struggling with their own personal issues, but learn they have to come together as a family to make everything work. If you would like to check out any of the titles that I talked about today, or any item at all inside the Pleasant Hills Public Library, let us know. You can give us a call at 412-655-2424. Send us an email to pleasanthills@einetwork.net. Drop a comment here on this Facebook post or send us a Facebook message. Once you notify us what you'd like, and if you're not sure what exactly you'd like, giving us themes or general suggestions is okay too. We're happy to bookshop for you. But once you let us know what you'd like, we'll check it out on your card and put it on our curbside table during the designated time slot that you choose. All right, my friends, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you have a great day. Bye.